Alright, so we're going to be playing Return to Grace. Apparently, it's like a pretty short, cool little puzzle game about an AI or something. I don't know. Not many games I have on Game Pass that I want to play right now. We'll see. I might start Starfield or something at some point, but whatever. For now, let's try this out. See what it's all about. Creative Bite Studios.
Stick's not responding.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Ganymede, 3820 AD.
Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
Hello, Alan. The ancient resting place of humanity's greatest achievement. Ooh.
Hold
AI.
on. Impact in 10, 9. Oh, there it is.
Or 10, 9, and then. Okay, great. Return to Grace. I believe Grace is the
Adie?
name of the AI.
Adie, please respond.
My everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got that.
My hull is intact.
Good.
Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries.
That's good.
Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen, maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Adie, we've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
It's fine. I have a plan.
Won't have
I'm
enough to do what?
concerned that...
I have a plan.
What is the plan?
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Is that it? Yep, that is it. Escape ship. Manual release. Oh. Got some good graphics, gotta say.
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Oh, great. Well, we fell straight out. Escape ship. I have indeed done that.
Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
That's a very small
You know,
ship.
The beacon could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
Apparently, we think Grace is here. We're not gonna find anything this way, apparently.
I can't believe this storm.
It's an ice
Where
storm.
would this have come from?
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to
The
assume
moon.
that Ganymede is not an
Oh,
exception.
right. Ganymede, Jupiter moon. If they try to terraform the moon, give it an atmosphere, well, it sucks. Not a very good atmosphere, as it were. We're at 3 bars, so we always had 3
There's
bars.
something man-made here.
Oh yeah, a station.
It's like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay
Frozen.
from Dawes Sea Dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan.
700, so that'll be in, I don't know, 2000 something.
There's
We
a
got a
little
nice
here.
bridge.
There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within
There it is. Nope,
400
that's a rock.
meters.
Alright, well, it didn't collapse.
This looks climbable.
Okay. Nice.
Which way here?
I don't know, this one? I'm guessing it doesn't matter. Right? Yep, doesn't matter. Why would you waste a bridge? Your shift is not sprint. One of these bridges, yep,
Yep.
going to
There
collapse.
goes the back again.
I was just gonna
What
say that.
happened?
Fell into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
That's not climbable, I think. Kinda looks like it though. No. I'm gonna find the underground entrance to the spire. Nope, we got an opening.
Looks a little tight.
Oh, we're out again. Can I pull my glove up or whatever?
It's opened up again.
Still see only 3 bars. The same station?
Another station.
Oh, another one.
They're too close together to be weather stations.
So seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would track activity.
Tracking
The
icequakes.
surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
I mean, the beacon is blinking. Yeah, we're at 4 bars now. Yep, it's getting louder.
Oh my god. This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Adie?
I'm looking at what must be the spire superstructure.
Recording on.
I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible. I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
That's dangerous, but okay.
Did you make it, Adie?
I'll let you know in 1 sec.
Well, we did. We were standing up.
I'm in. All right,
Okay, in
Grace.
we go. All
Let's
iced
find out
up.
what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
900 years, eh?
Solid ice this way.
Let's see. Oh, we're very close to the beacon at least. That's good. Crawl space. Literally cannot see anything. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Hope my light still works.
R. Oh yeah, it works. I like how we put our hand up, put it on. Pretty good. Well, the
You should
signal has
see
gotten
this
way
spooky
weaker.
tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months of spaceflight, are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
What cost? At your cost, I'm guessing. Alright. Well, it got a lot weaker.
Looks like a bit of a labyrinth, but I'm still picking up the signal ahead.
And you can still hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy. At
Vent
least can't
fan.
be powered. Must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
I'm looking at a pretty hefty blower. For venting, maybe?
Or
Venting.
for the production and movement of air.
Which means more than a few people used to live here.
Why would you need so many vents otherwise?
The structure looks to be in decent condition.
Another good sign.
Can I examine this? Vent
Looks
fan.
like the tunnels can be air sealed. I'm guessing large parts of the station could be pressurized.
That's good. Would like pressurized
Everything about
atmosphere.
this place looks 30th century to me. It's the right era, the right size.
Don't say it, Adie. We've had our hopes dashed before.
Can't examine these. Alright. 30th century. Yeah, it's been a long time. Game is in the far future. Oh, this vent is open. Good. To the darkness or into the turn? I guess it's both sides, it's darkness. Well, this is all dead ends now. Maybe not. Crawl space.
This would take me back to the start. That would just take me back. That's the way back. Not that way. Not
How
that
many
way.
lines you got?
Not that way.
Okay, 3. So I did come the right way, which maddens me. There might have been something to see back there. Yep. Squeeze.
Not that way.
Not that way. This way. Broken fan. Nothing. Nope. Okay. Nope. Nothing there either.
Not that way.
Okay. So we got nothing else here. We gotta go through the broken fan.
This one's broken. I think I can crawl through.
Yeah, and hope it doesn't freaking start up randomly. Chop me to bits. It did not. Signal's getting stronger.
Jeez. That's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G.
Not that
which
bad.
you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Alright.
Ah, it's probably fine.
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. We're fine. Three meters, ain't that bad.
Gosh, I hope this is the right way.
You're going through many shafts and stuff. This isn't the right way. It's gonna be a long way back. Is all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy, this is slick.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, but we're in though. Look at this place. Carpet.
Whoa.
Are you hurt, Adie?
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous. This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And
Spire.
there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. No exit, so I guess we're going forward. This is where the signal is coming from, though. Yep. A lot of lights.
I found the beacon.
Thank you for getting that off my... All the doors are closed. Okay, so we can examine the beacon.
The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically, if you run a scan, I can attempt to connect.
Connect with the spire. Scan it.
The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close.
Oh. Got it.
First position is locked. Second calibration position is up.
Got it.
That's 2, and here's the final position. That's it. We're in.
We're in.
Accessing the network now.
Oh. Well, they're locking us in.
Shit. Alan, you there?
No signal.
Alan?
Hello.
Ha!
What the hell?
Visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan?
This is
Who
Grace.
this?
Who is this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you... Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adie Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance. There should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
I gotta do manual work now? Come on, man, I'm an explorer.
Look for a hinged floor grate at the foot of one of the doors.
I found
This
it.
must be it.
Working the winch will open the door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
Yep.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Grace Spire.
Grace
Oh.
ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I
It
don't
fell
remember.
apart, huh?
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
So this big AI ushered in the golden age of humanity. Then the AI got lost. There you go, reset.
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll
Power
light the way.
first. I'm guessing that is a puzzle. Right. Security
What do I
panel.
do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
9 buttons
Okay.
forming a
The
square.
9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
Okay.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then.
Logic.
Now, till we have a better idea of who you are. And, you can call me Adie.
I will refer to you as Adie, then, until we have a better idea of who you are. Do they not have squares where you are from?
Just give me a second.
Making it. Let's listen to the conversation. You do not have squares where you're
So
from.
what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested.
Logic.
The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness.
Alright. Turn on the server and all of these consciousnesses will become Grace. The main one. Let's see. Do we have anything back there? Probably not.
Go ahead and activate the elevator.
Boop. Big button. Okay, cool.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. That makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
Huh. So we've lost a lot of knowledge or whatever. Interesting. They redirected an asteroid and sent it here from the base.
Can you
Power
open
station
this?
door.
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean at the same level?
I would
Good
be
luck,
dumber.
Adie.
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You sound
Oh,
a little
great.
different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we're helping them. You know, maybe it was shut down for a reason. Crane.
What's the crane for?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
Is that a generator? Oh, he's like, don't care, don't worry about the crane. I'll use that to kill you later, or something.
You know
Great.
what's in these?
Enough, Adie. You must go to the generators.
Time and Explorer.
They're cartridges. For what, I wonder?
For the last time, go to the generators.
Cartridges, huh? Call the lift.
You must prime the generators first.
Makes sense.
Just testing it, you know. The turbine spillway is water powered. Hydroelectric.
What
Damn it.
happened here? Someone ripped this apart.
Ah.
Why do you insist on being so insolent? Go to the generators.
Seemed like someone shut this thing down for a
These
reason.
look like crystal core processors. Amazing. You can find the material to build one of those today.
No answer? No answer. He's like, I'm not even gonna answer anymore.
So, why do you need me to start these?
Yeah.
Tradition. A time-honored failsafe of including human hands in the operation of this station.
The AI can't take over. Missing
Or
equipment.
sabotage, maybe.
Someone had shut this down on purpose. There must have been a reason. Primed.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed.
Control,
We are
or this is
all
control.
part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power.
Infinite, huh?
Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament.
Yeah, you should not have such a high thing of yourself. You're just supposed to be like a part of an AI meant to serve humans. You seem to be like have some grandiose visions. Oh, there you go. It's broken.
The turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
the broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Now, why have you
Alright.
become so freaking religious, bro? The broken instrument. There it is. Boop.
Going down. I'm safe to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
It's not, huh? It's probably unsafe, but you know, whatever. Everything is unsafe. my line of work.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
So now we use the crane.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
What if I do not trust in your word? What if I grab one of these and kill you or something? I don't know. We're gonna replace it with another one. Probably. Operate the crane.
You must first cast out the old turbine.
Cast it out. Hoist.
Now cast aside the wretched unit.
Wretched, huh? It has been
Now
cast
you shall
aside.
place the new turbine.
Someone sabotaged the turbine also, probably. Trying to make sure nobody can put this thing back on. I'm just doing the AI's bidding. They blocked out my own AI. Replace turbine.
Everett?
Everett?
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Grace?
Everett.
The hell was Everett?
Behold my power.
My
What's
power.
happened?
Logic.
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
Great.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
Oh.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of my return.
Great.
From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
Great.
I've
Device
hijacked the
static.
volume control.
Great.
I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered. We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I
Device
forbid
static.
you to linger a moment longer.
And he's
Good.
back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
Oh, we don't know if our lights. Let's save the game. Anyone know what these are for?
Do you know what these cartridges are for?
I have prototype designs in memory for something similar.
Oh.
They are unused recording devices.
Oh.
Recording devices? Why so many?
I have no record of how they were used.
Recording devices, huh? Okay, what about all the sabotage over there? Do you know who might have sabotaged your stuff? Okay, nothing was wrong here. Yeah, nobody cares about all of this. It's obviously been sabotaged. Guess nobody cares about that anymore. Maybe I can break this one as well. Nope. Okay.
Where are you going?
You must release the safety latches.
What are you talking about? It's already done. Weirdo. Alright, power has been restored. Don't know if I like that though. Okay, back to the big elevator.
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
Nobody knows,
There's
logic.
no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we share an interest in shedding light on this Dark Age.
I suppose we do. 900 years ago, huh? Lost all our records and everything because Grace was managing everything.
From what I can tell, there is some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which should lead you to the other parts of the spire.
It's like a van, freaking not a van, like a tram system, a la Dead Space.
I will illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
That one? Yeah. What about this one though? What if I choose to not follow your instructions, go the other way? Nothing. So we still have AIs, that's kind of weird, right? I guess they still had some knowledge, but we like got pushed back a lot, but you know, not all the way back. We can still build ships and you know, go to different parts of space and fly around to different Jupiter's moons and all, but we can't move asteroids. I guess that would be a harder task as compared to just, you know, flying somewhere on like a very small ship that didn't even work very well. Properly as we were supposed to, I think. Give me a second. Alright, we continue. What were we doing? Right, we gotta go that way. Can I do something over here? No. Right, let's put on the potentially hostile artificial intelligence that someone put off for some reason.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Taw.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist?
Hmm.
How about the Greek letter Chi?
Yeah, I don't know any of those. More
The
hints,
Roman
please.
numeral 10?
Okay.
Ah. The Roman numeral 10. You know, that I know. Next.
Got it.
This is not the way to your ship.
I
Do
know.
you believe Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Yes.
Like becoming too overbearing?
Overbearing.
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
My
It's
bearing.
one of my theories, yes?
Ah, so she knows that we might have turned against her. Because she'd become sentient. Yo, now that is a lounge, brother. Give me a second. Alright, we continue. So we had this super cool little lounge area. Very cool.
This must be the main entrance. I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors?
That's correct, Adie. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
Right, probably.
What are these
Machines.
for?
They appear to
ATM?
be terminals for processing visitors to the spire.
I owe that.
But they no longer store any useful information.
Really? Let me try them. No? Sure, it's immigration or whatever. Cool sofas. Beautiful chandelier. We have a mural of humanity. with
This
the
looks
doors.
Olympian or Neo-Egyptian. The triangle must represent the spire. Beautiful, don't you think?
Does it matter if it's beautiful?
Yeah,
That's another way to see it, sure.
cool looking. Okay.
Cool
Jupiter.
statue. Or maybe it's a mobile. Do the little moons move?
Perhaps
They
at
should.
one point in time, though I'm not sure of the relevance of that.
Just curious.
I mean, there's a little slot for them to move around in, so I'm guessing they do move, but they did move. The flag or whatever of New Earth.
Is this an airlock?
Yes, the spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Nice. Does the pressurization system work? Pressurize.
I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
Yes.
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I
Empathy.
suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
Hello, empathy.
Hello, Adie.
Hello. So you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush. If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Life force.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, it's all insanely overgrown. Restore life support.
Wow.
Cool.
How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
Connect to nature in this very Japanese inspired little garden here. It is pretty.
Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden?
Yes.
I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
Is this
Lantern.
a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
All right, I follow. Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Adie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
No, I will consider the objects. So it's an anvil?
I have no idea what this is. A weapon or a tool of some kind?
It's an anvil?
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Adie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps?
What's the point of this, Adie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
And the temperature range must be set, you know? It's a flint. That
This
looks
must
Greek.
be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded
Yeah.
their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Adie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder? You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that.
We have a statue of a... This is Rome, isn't it?
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
A human truth spanning thousands of years. What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
What a society leaves behind is all we have in understanding how they lived.
But we're interested in what you were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
Alright. There's also this carving.
This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
So it must be important, even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too.
This was not important for the evaluation of the perfect temperature.
Do you see them, Adie? Life in perfect stillness? The
Um...
flowers defying the hoarfrost,
This.
as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Great.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Adie. There are no wrong choices.
Seeing which flower is me. The purple ones. The red ones.
By all means, take your time if you need it.
The common yellow. Nah, I'm gonna be the. These purple ones are kind of garbage though.
You remember that you're choosing a flower, right?
This one.
Yeah, red.
I had a feeling you'd pick that. You're a risk taker. There's a passion in you, a fire you can barely contain that drives you to complete your mission. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Oh, over there. I see. The old Japanese breach. Very cool. That is the pergola, right? What is up here though?
Whenever you're ready, you can move to the space under the pergola. I have one last exercise for the life support balancing.
There's a music thing.
Very good. Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Adie. I'm certain it is safe.
Okay.
Ancient AI. Oh.
Now I want you to take a deep breath. A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful.
Okay.
And when you're ready, another deep breath in. Deep as you can, Adie. Hold it.
Let's go. Hey, go.
3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Adie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath.
Great. Okay, I'll take another life-nurturing
Fill
breath.
those marvelous lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Great.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Stretch.
Wonderful.
Doing yoga.
How's that feel, Adie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Alright, up we go.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot.
Great.
I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And that's 10 seconds.
Alright.
Excellent, Adie. We've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
Nice.
So we can
Life
move to
support.
the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Alright. Well, this was a nice little exercise. Can I take off my helmet completely? I guess not, in case of depressurization that could happen. Alright. Pressurize.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Probably.
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Probably not.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things.
No, because stuff was sabotaged. Grace was doing something bad. People did not agree with it. Or at least a small part of people did not believe in it. The light is so
Very
bright.
cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Get transit working. Little lamps. A little walkway. That's dangerous. Oh, I see. Those two pods, the tracks. Understandable. There's no sprinting in this game, huh? This is a relaxing game. You don't have to sprint.
You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people, which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end.
Where is our ship's AI again? Can we not talk to the ship's AI also?
This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. No
Controls.
power?
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
Bro.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
Great.
Control? Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This era of electronics is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look.
Yeah, we can just do it manually.
This looks like a
Equipment.
welder's jetpack. It's
Oh,
been disassembled for some reason.
a welder's jetpack,
This one
huh?
looks to be in working order.
Can I use it? Probably. Electrical panel.
This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Adie.
Yep.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Oh,
Well, there's your problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind,
great.
You activated Control and Empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Adie.
You're right. What do I know?
Good.
Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Oh,
Adie?
Yep, it's me.
Great.
new config.
What are we doing again?
We're powering up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel. Go
Okay.
ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Okay, pal.
Breakers
Switch.
look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Put on the controls.
Here we go.
Oh,
That's not good. I'm so sorry, Adie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
Alright, I think I know what I can do. You have the welder's jetpack. You can fly up there and destroy it.
This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice.
Use.
All right, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. What is it?
That's called an
Flamethrower?
icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Oh great.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh! It's working! We can fly!
Easy, pal.
Can I not fly
Where do
myself?
you want to go?
Alright. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me. Alright. This should be close enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
Melt
really
the
hard.
damn ice.
It's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
I think that's
It's okay,
good.
it's done.
Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally. There's more ice here on the right.
Stop it right there.
Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry. Ugh.
How much
may
more
wanna
do you
ease up,
need?
Adie. Don't push him too hard.
My empathy is still here. Was only put a little bit of empathy into right. Control. Oh, it's done.
Let's keep going.
On it.
And this last bit here.
Also, all the stuff in the center, I guess that's not important.
Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, it's your
Well,
first day
I'm
of life.
afraid we're almost done.
Okay. Steady. Now we have the last one. Done,
I
so.
think that's it. Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. You got stuff to do.
Okay, let me down. Easy now.
That's fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
Alright. Bring down the pod. Whoa. Okay, so now the tracks work. I don't know what the AIs get out of this, but I guess it allows me to move to places that they need me to go. Boom.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
Hope so. Okay, loading screen time. Which also means perhaps a save has occurred.
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
It just goes from one place to the next, I see. Alright. A different pod for each place. Wow. Nice that there was no more ice. Lot of plants. I mean, plants are good. Recycle the air. Also make a place look a lot prettier. Little lamps. I mean, again, this was humanity at its golden age, at its strongest. Oh,
This looks
look
like
at
a
that.
settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well,
Zombies.
that settles it. I'll
Mhm.
disable Pal now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
Nice big globes and stuff. Pretty cool looking. Alright. Security panel.
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Right.
Slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
Backward Z.
Just having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider.
Great.
If we did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
It's like
Honestly.
this.
Do you know what backwards is? Do you know what a Z looks like?
Am I doing it wrong?
Should we have Pal do this?
That's definitely wrong.
There.
Okay, did it. Relax. Sometimes I get confused a little. Pressurize me.
I've
Empathy.
been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Could be.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors.
Big colorful doors. It's easy enough.
As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision making. Control is a 4-year-old.
Great.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop.
Well, what happened to Pal? Pal is gone? Who the hell are you, lady? I can't read that. It's not even
It
English.
says Keeper Rosaline.
She
Rosaline.
looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
Probably. There was some kind of symbol on there. I don't know what the symbol is. A little garden they had for her over in... Wherever am I going?
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Yeah,
Are you gonna
fixing
tell me
any
the pattern?
issues.
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you
Correct.
going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me whoever it is.
Hmm.
Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access?
Wow.
Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Oh, you love empathy.
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop.
Hmm.
You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Great.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Adie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
Settlement.
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Oh.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
Perhaps. So you just keep making blends if they don't want to
So
work
you can
with me.
open these ones?
Well, they have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Oh, that's easy enough. Alright. Yo, cool wallpaper. The hell is this? Control panel? It's like a house? Seems like a living
This looks like
area.
another control room.
No control room, okay.
These are
Banks.
data banks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
Yes, people go from anywhere to the spire. This is the office of this is all the control. Okay, this is the control room, and I guess the actual houses start from there. Makes sense. Style pieces. A map.
Looks like the image from the spire entrance. This must be the spire structure. It must be in this section here. Can you
Right
tell me
there.
where Grace's processors are located?
You would need to access the console, which is directly across from the map.
More
Missing
missing
bank.
equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
I can't help but feel there's an organized effort to dismantle parts of the spire. Doesn't seem hidden enough to be sabotage. And it's too precise to be random vandalism.
What about Tomb Raiders?
I considered that. But they've left most of the valuable stuff.
Yeah, no, it's the people. It's not vandalism. It's the people who are controlling or keeping the spire, being like, shut this shit down. It's gonna kill everyone or something.
Is this the console?
Yes, this is where humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try.
Heck.
There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Done.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units.
50. 50 people?
There it is. There are millions of names here.
Oh,
Millions.
you said 50 units. I guess a unit could be anything.
Well
Could be a
done.
million people per unit.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
He stayed.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map.
Perhaps we could.
Alright, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Adie.
Great.
You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then?
No.
Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh,
Okay, that
maybe
one.
we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Reach level 3 and it's saved. Okay. Well, if it's saved, perfect time to photo mode. Oh, no. Okay. Exit photo mode, yes. Quit to the main menu. I'll see you in the next one. It's an interesting game. We'll see what happens.